Hey Capricorn, this is going to be your where is this relationship going reading. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single Capricorn. If it does resonate with you, wonderful. But if it does not, please feel free to check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign. And I will leave a timestamp in the comments section below for when the reading actually begins. So let's jump into it. Can I get a clear and concise message for my Capricorns? A clear and concise message for Capricorn's greatest good. Where is this relationship going between Capricorn and the person that they're thinking of, please? Where is this relationship going for Capricorn and this person that they're thinking of, please? What are the romantic energies surrounding this relationship, please? Where is this relationship going? Between Capricorn and the person that they're thinking of. Clear and concise message for my Capricorns. Where's this relationship going between these two? Where's this relationship going between these two? How does this person feel about the other? About the relationship? What do they want from this relationship? And what can they do to improve it, please? Clear and concise message, please, for Capricorn. Clear, concise message for Capricorn's greatest good. Where's this relationship going? What is the most likely outcome? What's your best advice? Advice, please. Wow. Wow, Capricorn. Let's jump into this. I'll be reading the top row. I'll be referring to it as person A, bottom row here as person B. Remember that energy is interchangeable. So if this is your reading and it resonates with you, just choose the person that resonates most with you. And the opposite, of course, would be your partner. So let's jump into this. I just want to kind of preface this reading by saying that this is going to be for Capricorns who, this is a relationship that you see marriage, you see something really solid, stable, and committed. This isn't like a play relationship. So this isn't going to be for something kind of casual. It would be for someone who you could really see spending the rest of your life with, just so you kind of know before you listen to the whole thing. So let's jump into it. Capricorn, this is the best reading I've gotten for these where's this relationship going reading, so I'm just really excited to read this for you. Let's talk about the signs that are here. We've got Cancer, Leo, Taurus as well, also Libra. So you could be dealing with any one of those signs. It could fall anywhere in their chart as well. But there's also a lot of fire energy here, so it could also be Aries or Sagittarius. So let's just jump into this. Oh, and I forgot Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. That's here as well. Let's start with how these two people feel about each other. So let's start with person A. Person A feels the Six of Cups for person B here. I really feel like person A feels like this person is the person that they were meant to meet their entire life. It could also be that this is a person that kind of returned to them, a person that they met during childhood that they felt this kind of instant connection with, but then life kind of takes you down different paths, and this person could feel kind of like these two were destined to find each other again or get on the same path towards each other again. The Six of Cups is such a sweet, loving energy, so I love when I see that in a place of where someone feels, because there's a genuineness that is implicit with the Six of Cups. It's someone who wants to offer the purest form of their love and adoration. Like this also could be that this person feels like person B is their soulmate, that was meant to be in their life. And what's beautiful to me just about this reading overall is that for person A, this connection that they feel towards person B, it's almost like it's otherworldly, like it was destined, is how they feel. Now, for person B, how this person feels is the Chariot. This is Cancer energy, which can be also very sweet, loving, and I feel like this person is kind of embodying that energy where they want to hold on to this person, right? With the Cancer crab energy, almost like pull them in and not let them go. The Chariot also talks about movement and moving forward. So this person, if there's any distance here, this person could want to move to be closer to person A. For those of you where there's not distance at all, it just that this person is ready to move forward in this connection and in this relationship. They're ready for the next step in this connection. And what's so great about the Chariot energy here is that this person is like, person A can be assured that person B is in it and committed to moving this forward. There's a strength for me that's inherent with this card, like a decisiveness, like it knows the direction and it's always moving forward. I can also get the feeling that this person feels like person A balances them out with these two Sphinxes, almost as if person B feels like they complement one another. Their personality traits complement one another, or their intellect complements one another. There's something that person B really feels as far as this connection that feels like these two people just fit. Now let's talk about how these two people feel about this relationship. So person A feels the Strength card, and the Strength card talks about perseverance. It talks about, also in the Strength card, like I think of this, angel that's taken the time to connect with this lion to the point where there's so much trust established that he's willing to submit, right? He's willing to be tamed. And that takes an investment of time and care and a building of trust. And I really feel like this person feels like either they want to invest their time to get to this point where they feel like they can, like this is a person that they could either submit to, or if it's not submission, it's that they could just trust. There's a loyalty kind of built into the Strength card as well, because both of these characters know that the other's not out to hurt them. And so I feel like this person's not out to hurt person B, and I think there's trust being established for this person that person B would not hurt them as well. Let's talk about this person. So how they feel about the relationship is the Six of Wands. I really feel like especially depending on how loving this person is in person A, how willing they are to give of their love, they could hold back slightly, not giving all of it, right? Feeling all this depth of emotion, but not necessarily showing it, because the strength also, talks a little bit about taming one's emotions. I feel like with this Six of Wands that this person loves the attention that they get when they do get it from person A. Like, they value it. I also feel like they view this relationship as something successful that's going on in their life. They could be experiencing, I feel like person B could be experiencing great things or successes in other areas of their life, and family, community or work or whatever it is. But this relationship, this connection is what gives them the most kind of satisfaction right now. Like, getting to a point where this emotional connection that they feel is so, it's a richness. I feel like they feel like this relationship has depth and richness that's been developed over time. I keep getting that, or that it will continue to develop over time. But they feel like this relationship is really successful. They really do. I get an energy too from this person that they kind of want to show off person A. They really feel like person A is a prize to them. There's a lot of valuing in this connection that's really, really, really nice to see. So let's talk about what these two people want from this relationship. And I don't often see this, especially with the readings I've done so far this month. But these two people clearly want either a solid, committed relationship or want to marry each other. And I really feel like both of these people want marriage. I'll just go ahead and put it out there because I see other cards coming in that are kind of confirming that for me. These two people, person A wants the Four of Wands. This is a card of celebration, commitment, marriage, stability. And then person B wants the Hierophant, which in this spread, I'm taking the Hierophant as the ultimate commitment. This person is really, really sure of what they want, especially because they have more of the major arcana here. This person's so sure that this is the person they want to be with the Hierophant. They want a stable, solid connection. They're ready to commit. They're ready to establish this traditional relationship. I mean, these two people really love each other and know that they want each other. And they want, this is mirroring here at its finest. Both of these cards are cards of marriage and next level commitment. If marriage isn't your idea of what next level commitment is, if it's just a spiritual commitment, because not everyone wants to get married, whatever it is, these two people want to be together, committed, and that's it. These two people are on the same page with that energy for sure. So let's talk about what these two people can do to improve this relationship. Person A has the Wheel of Fortune, and I do feel a little bit with person A that they're the more lighthearted energy. And I also feel like person A, although the feelings in this connection are mutual, there is no question about that. I feel like this person A, may be pushing this connection more than even necessary. Like, this person doesn't need to hint or push or do any of that, because your person A and person B here are on the same page, even if it's not being communicated yet. And I feel like this is telling person A here that they just need to go with the flow. With the Wheel of Fortune, it talks about cycles, beginning and ending. And I feel like this is a card of allowance and karma. And I feel like person A, excuse me, I feel like person A here, this really beautiful connection. I really feel like person A, really needs to just go with the flow, to be honest. Person A just needs to go with the flow here. Allow destiny and time and divine timing just to take its course, because it's coming. Don't be impatient here. You don't need to rush anything. It's all happening in divine time here for person A. Now for person B, what they can do to improve this relationship is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords talks about the initiation of an idea, initiation of communication, thought, and I feel like person A feels all these deep things but doesn't communicate them all the time. Kind of holds back. I feel like the Page of Wands here is kind of indicating to person B that they need to communicate their feelings a little bit more. I'm also getting the idea that there's something here. I'm looking at the whole spread. There's something here that needs to be initiated legally. If it's not legally, it's some kind of structure. I feel like person B needs to initiate something. There could be like some kind of paperwork or legal document that they need to handle to either move this forward, or they just need to go ahead and initiate the almost like initiate the finalization of this. So it may not be paperwork. It may not be anything legal. That's just for a small percentage of you. But I feel like there's some kind of communication improvement that's necessary for person B here as it pertains to person A. They may also need to communicate something to someone else here with the Page of Swords. Possibly an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But I really feel like it's about initiation, messaging. This could also just simply be that if this person is a more kind of austere energy, this person just needs to lighten up a little bit and communicate things when they think them. Communicate what they think. If they're thinking along these lines of really wanting a commitment, this person just needs to communicate that and not be so worried or caught up in how what they communicate will be perceived by person A. So let's talk about the most likely outcome in the next month here. We've got the Justice card. So for those of you where something legal needs to be initiated to kind of move this thing to the next level, whether it's, for some of you, it could be the finalization of a divorce, or, you know, that's not everyone, but it could be something like that. But for those of you that applies to, that's going to be moved forward in the next month with the Justice card here. It handles all things legal, and I feel like it's going to rule in the favor of this connection, if that makes sense. I also feel like for those of you where there's nothing like that going on, I feel like the Justice card is a card of fairness and balance, and I feel like wherever there's any type of imbalance in this connection, it's going to be rectified. For some of you, you're going to go ahead and take the plunge here. You're just going to go ahead, and I feel like the finalization here with the Justice card. Some of you may elope, some of you may just go down to the courthouse and get married. Some of you may be already in this process and you may have a wedding coming up. For those of you who don't, I feel like this connection is about to really, really stabilize to the point where there's no confusion, because there's a lot of clarity that's necessary. Because this energy is so beautiful, I feel like each party here is going to know what they need to know as it pertains to this connection. And each person's going to give what they need, what the other person needs. There's a fairness and balance that's going to be coming in that's really, really nice. So for the advice card for this couple here, it's the Six of Rods. So we've seen that before here. I feel like both of these people do need to continue to feed this connection, if that makes sense. Not to rest on it, but continue to feed it, provide attention to one another, continue to put each other on the pedestal to be acknowledged. I also feel some acknowledgement energy here. So I feel like either both of these people need to acknowledge what this relationship is and where it is going, or they just need to acknowledge each other within this connection, making sure that each person always feels as valued and treasured as they are, because sometimes it's easy to feel things and not express them in your reality. And I think it's calling for that here with the Six of Rods. So I hope that that was helpful and provided a little bit of clarity for you, and I will talk to you soon, Capricorn. Bye.